Please be seated. Hello, everyone. My name is Jim Dean. I'm the president of the University of New Hampshire, and it is my privilege to welcome you to the 2024 commencement ceremony for the College of Professional Studies and be the first to say, congratulations, graduates. Way to go. This is your moment, and these are your champions. Look around you and take it in. These are the friends who have cheered you on, the professors who inspired your path, the staff who guided you in the right direction, and your family who reminded you again and again that you can. The most important journeys change you, not just because of where you arrive, but because of who you became in various moments along the way. This is your moment to pause and admire the view. Thank the people who have helped you get here and celebrate the potential you discovered at every step. So let's begin. I'd like to ask everyone to please rise as Mary Beck Klang, a member of the Granite State College class of 2021, and Diana Rosa, a member of the class of 2024, lead us in the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. "2024 graduates and families, congratulations and welcome to this year's commencement ceremony. Whether you studied in Manchester or online, or both, full-time or one class at a time, we come together today in triumph and in celebration, filled to the brim with gratitude and a sense of accomplishment to mark this pivotal moment and to honor your remarkable journey. When you achieve something new and arrive somewhere you've never been, it's important not to just rush on to the next big thing. You need to take a moment to celebrate. And graduates, this is your moment, and it is not like any other. Commencement, as you know, means a beginning, and right now you can feel it. The energy of all the new to come, equipped with new skills and a new perspective. You're headed to new jobs or new roles, to new industries or new experiences. Everywhere you look, new doors are opening, and there is something new in you. However, you're also turning the page to a new chapter, from student to alum. Amidst the excitements of new horizons, there's also a desire to look back with nostalgia, to recall the moment when you changed your life by deciding to earn your degree, and appreciate every distinct moment of joy, learning, and connection that followed. Today is a beginning and an ending and an intersection. Embrace it all. The great memories and the beckoning future. UNH is now part of your lifelong journey. Graduates, this is your moment, but it's also a culmination of many moments. The epic and the ordinary, the personal and the collective, the starting points and the finish lines, from breakthroughs in the research lab to quiet study time after the kids go to bed, from finding your favorite coffee shop on Elm Street to sharing your experiences in online courses, from your very first post in the class discussion board to your last conversation with your favorite professor. Yours is a journey of discovery, filled with connection and impact. The first time you helped people communicate as an interpreter, or the lives you changed interning at a local nonprofit. The ideas advanced through your biotech research, or the students progressing because of your expertise in teaching, and so many more. These are your moments. And at UNH, there are no small moments. Together, they add up to a life. Graduates, this is your moment to take your education with you into the world. As a student at a top public research university, you prepared for this moment all along. Whether you advanced new understanding of the universe or mapped new treatment pathways, addressed critical gaps in public health, or became a more inclusive leader, you learned through the lens of service and gained vital skills that the world needs right now. You graduate not just with knowledge, but with capacity, not just expertise, but ingenuity, and not just a degree, but hope. Your potential nurtures possibility in our neighborhoods, our state, and our world, and the future will be better because of the energy that you are bringing to it. Graduates, this is the moment to celebrate your journey. Every day, you move me with your empathy and optimism, your strength and resilience. I don't want to just say congratulations, although I will. I also want to say thank you. Looking ahead to my retirement as president of UNH, I'm grateful to have been on this journey with you. There are so many ways to be part of UNH today, and each of you reflects the best of UNH in your talent, your determination, and your kindness. Across campuses and ways of learning, backgrounds and goals, what brings us together is powerful. When we share our moments, we create a kind of velocity, and you can be sure that it takes us further. I hope that you're proud of your accomplishments, but more so, I hope that you are inspired, because this is your moment, and there are no small moments at UNH. Thank you, and again, congratulations. Thank you. Before we proceed to our next speaker, I'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have provided the graduates who sit before us today with a world-class education from the University of New Hampshire. Will the members of the faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. I'd now like to welcome Dean Mike DeSalle, Dean of UNH College of Professional Studies. Mike.
Thank you, President Dean. I want to extend a personal welcome to the students, families, and friends to the commencement ceremony of the UNH College of Professional Studies. As President Dean said, my name is Mike DeSalle, and I have the great honor and privilege of serving as the Dean of this college. For those of you who attended last year's ceremony, you may recall that I referred to it as a ceremony of big firsts and even bigger lasts. It was the first time that we held a joint commencement ceremony celebrating both what was Granite State College and UNH Manchester. It was also the last time that we would celebrate together, but as two colleges. Now, a year later, we have become a single college that supports more than 3,000 students on both the UNH Manchester campus and the online campus we call CPS Online. Granite State College had, over its 50-year history, a nationally recognized reputation for supporting the academic journeys of adult and non-traditional students. We are thrilled to combine and continue that proud tradition with Granite State College, now a part of the UNH College of Professional Studies. I am also thrilled to celebrate your commencement today. Whether you are an undergraduate student who started as a freshman at the UNH Manchester campus, or a CPS Online student finishing your degree after years of part-time attendance, a transfer student who came to CPS from the New Hampshire Community College system, or a professional graduate student who traveled far from your homes to pursue your degree here. Each one of you deserves to be celebrated today. Now, I'm sure there were times during your college experience whether you questioned whether the long hours, the cost, and the challenge of mixing college attendance with the rest of life was all worthwhile. It was. Your experience at UNH not only gave you a valuable education, it also helped to build character and determination. A college education alone is rarely enough to thrive in this fast-moving and competitive world. But the strong commitment you made to complete your education through trying times is one of the underappreciated benefits of a college degree, and it will be a key factor in your success. That commitment was especially evident among those students here today that started at UNH during the peak of the COVID pandemic. Think back for a moment to the spring of 2020, when many of you were finishing high school remotely and wondering what the future held. You forged ahead at UNH Manchester in the fall as freshmen and are here now today. Congratulations. Others of you during the pandemic, especially in CPS Online, were possibly dealing with your own kids struggling through remote learning, facing serious gaps in childcare perhaps, or perhaps even the loss of a job, or worse yet, the loss of a loved one. Now, here you are 4 years later, having prevailed against what must have seemed at the time like very long odds. I want to congratulate you now on having these challenges behind you. I am confident that your experience at UNH has built a strong foundation for your future success. And on behalf of the faculty and staff teams at UNH CPS, thank you for your commitment to your education. I wish you all the best for the future, a future that commences now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dean DeSell. Thank you for your leadership. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the 2024 commencement speaker. Michael D. Smith is the Chief Executive Officer of AmeriCorps, the federal agency for service and volunteering. Michael has served in numerous national leadership roles, dedicating his career to service, social justice, and philanthropy. And we are honored to welcome Michael here today. Thank you.
Good evening, Wildcats. How you doing? Oh, it is wonderful to see you, Dean DeSell, President Dean, distinguished members of the UNH Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, proud families, cherished friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of professional studies, the class of 2024. Thank you for the opportunity to celebrate this momentous occasion with you. I don't have to tell you, and Dean DeSell just certainly talked about it, that your path to today was not easy. You navigated a once-in-a-century pandemic. You balanced homework and 9-to-5 work. You cared for your loved ones, you met deadlines, and you made ends meet, but you persevered, and now you are here celebrating this unforgettable milestone. So class of 2024, you made it. Congratulations. Tonight, we also have to salute the village that raised you, the village that helped you get here. The grandparents, the siblings, the professors, the counselors, the coaches, the mentors, the families, the parents, the chosen family. This is their day too. So class of 2024, get on your feet and give them the praise that they deserve. To the younger students here, these folks around here are very proud of you, so now is a good time to remind them that you take Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, whatever you need. It's a perfect timing. In a few minutes, you're gonna be receiving your hard-earned diplomas, but first, like generations before you, you will politely endure your commencement speaker, because Granite Staters are kind. Thank you. Although it was a few decades ago, looking back at you brings so many incredible memories of my graduation day and that exciting part of life where everything was new, was possible, but also terrifying. We have other things in common too. I'm a New England kid. Some of you might call me a never mind. I grew up in Massachusetts, in Western Massachusetts. I don't want the censors to get me. So I'm just curious, what we might have in common. So graduates, help me out here. In New England, we don't make a U-turn, we whip a Yui. That's what we do. When we need supplies for the after party, we don't go to the liquor store, we go to the Packy. All right, we got that in common. And no matter what they call it Subway, they don't sell subs, they sell grinders. Okay, maybe that's a little more Massachusetts than the others. So anyway, I was raised in this beautiful part of the country, and it is good to be home. In the short time that I have with you today, I have 3 goals. 1, to celebrate you and remind you of why you are uniquely qualified to meet this unique moment that history has given us. The second thing I want to do is I want to encourage you to find opportunities to serve no matter who you are or where you find yourself going. And third, especially since it is a late ceremony, my goal is to be brief and not put you to sleep. You have to help me though. I grew up in the Pentecostal church, so I'm used to active participation. So let's start. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right, there's some Southern folks here. Thank you for that. Let me start with the celebration part of it. Dean DeSalle said a lot of nice things about me in the introduction, but at my core, I am a little black boy from Western Massachusetts whose parents were both just 16 years old when I was born. My family didn't have a lot of money, but we had love in excess. My Nana moved to New England from a tiny town in North Carolina at just 15 years old to escape the Jim Crow South. My mom loves to tell me how she took 6 buses a day to get me to daycare and herself to school and back again. My dad likes to show me pictures that in my grandparents' house where they didn't have a crib, he would fill a dresser drawer with blankets, and that's where I would have a place to sleep. And I watch way too many of my friends fall victim to the school-to-prison pipeline or the horrific scourge of gun violence. In my faith tradition, we often talk about the idea that God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And all of you are looking good in your caps and gowns. You've got your manicures and your pedicures, you've got your nice threads on. But I think my story may be like many of your stories too. People see you, but they don't see your struggles. In this room, we have high school dropouts, we have people with learning disabilities, we have single parents, we have recovering addicts, we have refugees, we have hungry folks, and we have people that were even homeless. But UNH wanted you because they knew what some may have seen as hurdles, you were going to use as springboards. And the reason that I was taught that God qualifies the called and calls on those who have been broken is because He asked them to lead not in spite of their weaknesses or struggles, but because of the experience, the empathy, and the character that grows for them. And when I reflect on how it's possible for a kid like me to go from a family that qualified for WIC and welfare to working in the White House, it's first due to a big, beautiful family that always had my back. It's due to faith, loved ones praying for me when I didn't even know it, and awesome grace from a loving God. And it's also because I grew up in a family and a community that believed in the power of service. I first learned about service at my Boys and Girls Club. My mom told me that she sent me there for a cheap daycare, but she got a whole lot more. Volunteers and staff at that Boys and Girls Club taught us about Black pride, about social justice. They gave us the opportunity to serve and care for our community when we were still little kids ourselves. We cleaned up rundown lots. We served at the homeless shelter. We woke up on Saturday mornings to pass out food to the elderly. And at the time, I knew it was something to do, but when I look back at it, I didn't know that through service, they were teaching me that I had something to give, no matter how little I had. There was always something that I could do to help others. This idea of service and those who were called to serve had an immense impact on me from a young age. They helped shape me to who I am today and made me both want to follow in their footsteps and build a career dedicated to supporting individuals in the communities like mine. I think about Mama Morgan, who was the cook at my Boys and Girls Club. She was my buddy. We'd bake cookies together so I didn't have to pretend that I wanted to get hit by dodgeballs in the gym. I think about Mr. Dawson. One day when I showed him an exceptionally bad report card, he looked at me and he said, "Damn, Smitty." But he didn't scold me. He didn't call my parents. He found me a tutor to help get me back on track. Or I think about Carol, who became my second mom. She would wait in the lobby of the Boys and Girls Club when the bus dropped me off, and she would say, "Mikey's home." And she gave me my first job when I was 12 years old running the coat room, and I made $2 an hour. I thought I was rich. So many of you are already active in your communities as teachers, as nurses, as firefighters and first responders, PTO leaders and National Guard members, a culture of service that is embraced and strengthened by college leadership through actions like offering a 20% discount to AmeriCorps alumni as a school of national service. People say, if you want to show me what you value, show me your budget, and UNH values service. The change makers that are in this room or at my Boys and Girls Club weren't looking to get rich. They weren't looking to get famous, and they weren't even looking to get credit. They woke up every day with a deep belief, like the UNH community, that our neighbors' children are all of our children, and with a hope that kids like you and me would realize dreams bigger than they could ever imagine for themselves. And let's be clear that these hometown heroes not only made a difference for me, but through their service, they were served. Volunteering, we've got the data to back it up. Volunteering decreases isolation. It increases job prospects, health, and even romance. A recent study found that more than 80% of those who have volunteered in the past year would be more willing to date a person they met volunteering than through an online dating site. So keep that little factoid. So whether or not you choose to make your community better through service, you choose to serve because it increases your chances of finding a good job, or you choose to serve because it increases your chances of getting a hot date, know that service has the power to change your life in profound and unexpected ways. So let me try to sum this up through some of the wisest words that I know. Jesus reminded us that it is more blessed to give than receive, a call to the faithful to serve. A more modern disciple, RuPaul, said that you better work, a reminder that progress does not happen on its own. And Her Majesty, Queen Beyoncé, told us, "You survived all you've been through, confident. Damn, you're lethal." I see some lethal folks in this place. So Wildcats, to the immigrant, to the first in your family to put on a cap and gown, to the graduate whose guidance counselor told you you weren't college material, to the young moms and dads that were making bottles while also making the grades. Remember, what you survived qualified you to tackle whatever life throws your way. Remember that democracy is not a spectator sport. That moral arc of the universe that Dr. King talked about that bends towards justice doesn't bend by itself. It requires every generation rolling up our sleeves and bending it with all of our might. And remember that service and giving back will always lift us up, those being served and those that are blessed to serve as well. So to the UNH College of Professional Studies class of 2024, you have already shown us you've got what it takes. It is your world now. The question I have for you is, what are you going to do with it? Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Michael. We will now proceed with the conferral of the honorary degree and presentation of the Granite State Award.
President Dean, I have the honor to present to you the recipient of the honorary degree, Michael D. Smith. You are the Chief Executive Officer of AmeriCorps, the federal agency for serving and volunteering. You have dedicated your career to social justice by reducing barriers and expanding opportunities for children and families in underserved communities like those where you grew up. During your tenure at AmeriCorps, you have sharpened the agency's focus on equity, investing in what works and uniting communities through the power of service. More than $27 million in AmeriCorps scholarships have been earned by AmeriCorps members who serve right here in New Hampshire. You've embodied the same community-centered ethos throughout your career. You previously served in President Barack Obama's White House as Special Assistant to the President and Senior Director of Cabinet Affairs, overseeing the My Brother's Keeper initiative and Interagency Task Force. My Brother's Keeper led to new federal policy initiatives and grant programs, tens of thousands of new mentors, and more than 250 MBK communities, including the city of Nashua, where you had the honor of being at the city's MBK launch. In a previous role at AmeriCorps, you served as the Director of the Social Innovation Fund, and you also spent many years as a philanthropic leader, most recently serving as the Senior Vice President of Social Innovation at the Case Foundation. Among the accolades you've received in your career, you are a renowned thought leader on service. You've lent your expertise to print, online, and broadcast news channels, including CNN, NPR, The Hill, C-SPAN, the Stanford Social Innovation Review, the GRIO, and numerous local and regional outlets. You are a Senior Atlantic Fellow for Racial Equity and a member of the Boys and Girls Club of America's Alumni Hall of Fame, the highest honor bestowed by the organization. Prior to your appointments, you served on the board of directors of Results for America, Venture Philanthropy Partners, Public Allies, Idealist.org, and Philanthropy for Active and Civic Engagement. Michael Smith, for your steadfast commitment to social justice and your career-long dedication to bettering the lives of children and families in underserved communities, locally and beyond, the University of New Hampshire is proud to confer upon you the degree of Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.
Michael Smith, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. Well done. Well deserved. Great job. And now for the presentation of the Granite State Award.
President Dean, I have the honor to present to you Borja Alvarez de Toledo, who will accept the Granite State Award on behalf of Waypoint in Manchester, New Hampshire. Borja Alvarez de Toledo, President and CEO of Waypoint, your company is an independent, nonprofit agency dedicated to empowering people of all ages through an array of human services and advocacy. Working collaboratively in New Hampshire, your company creates a social safety net for all who live in the state. Finding solutions to problems through their dual roles as practitioners and advocates, your company makes a positive, long-lasting impact that improves lives and communities through an array of services, including programs for children with developmental concerns or chronic health conditions, childcare, prenatal help, parent education and family empowerment, homeless youth services, home health care for older Americans and adults with disabilities, and mental health and family counseling. Your organization also focuses on prevention services through early childhood programs and family resource centers. With 16 sites across the state and more than 24 active programs, your company serves an average of 10,000 people per year. Built upon 4 pillars: staff, community, solutions, and impact, Waypoint's resolute staff is known for compassion, professionalism, and ingenuity, and continues to make a positive, long-lasting impact on the communities it serves throughout New Hampshire. The University of New Hampshire is proud to honor Waypoint today with the Granite State Award, an honor reserved for those who have made exceptional contributions to the state of New Hampshire and its citizens.
Borja Alvarez de Toledo, on behalf of Waypoint, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I bestow upon you the Granite State Award, an honor reserved for those who have made exceptional contributions to the state of New Hampshire. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone. Michael, Borja, and Waypoint will always be proud members of the class of 2024. I'd now like to welcome back Dean DeSalle to introduce our first student speaker.
Ellen Gagnon is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of unwavering determination. Her path to earning a degree today in behavioral science was anything but conventional. Ellen began her academic career later in life, driven by a deep-seated mission to honor the memory of her eldest son, Brian. His legacy of love and laughter inspired her to embark on a journey for understanding and advocacy in the field of mental health and addiction. While Ellen has had her fair share of setbacks and moments of doubt and uncertainty, she continues to push forward, driven by a profound sense of resolve. She's been challenged and inspired during her time at UNH, and her accomplishments stand as a testament to the enduring power of love. Through heartbreak, Ellen found purpose. Her story serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, and her empathy, intellect, and passion will undoubtedly transform lives in the field of substance abuse and addiction recovery. Ellen?
Good evening, President Dean, Dean DeSalle, and our distinguished guests, faculty, and staff. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with and on behalf of the class of 2024. Congratulations to all my fellow graduates, and thank you, family, friends, for joining us. When I had found out I had been nominated to speak with you, I was honored, until I realized it meant addressing an audience this large in this iconic space on such an important evening. So I will give it my best and speak from my heart. I'll begin by saying that never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be graduating from the University of New Hampshire at the age of 57. It certainly gives me reason to reflect on how I got here and where I'm headed. I've experienced ultimate joys and devastating losses, and now the pride that comes with accomplishing a goal that seemed out of sight and out of reach for so many years. But love can make you do what you think you cannot. And no matter what your age or background, life can always teach you new things. In fact, love and life may be our two greatest teachers. Love in my life was never more real to me than my 4 children, Brian, Jessica, Tyler, and Kayla. Tonight, I'd like to share something deeply personal about my oldest son, Brian, and how he inspires me today, as well as my other children. Brian had an amazing sense of humor, a tremendous amount of courage and strength, a beautiful smile, and his laughter made everyone around him smile. This all carried through within his beautiful daughter, Emily. He also gave the best hugs ever, things a mom never forgets. In 2010, we lost Brian. He was 25 years young. Any parent who lives with the loss knows their life will never be the same again. As time passes, I still struggle to come to terms with it, but miraculously, I've also been able to channel strength from deep inside me. And that's because I have a mission. I made a promise to my son and myself that I would do something good for him and others in crisis, one person at a time. I decided to seek a greater understanding of substance use and how this chronic disorder alters the way the brain is built and functions. I promised to work to advocate to decrease stigma and increase support for those with addictions. As I enrolled in college to study behavioral science with concentration in addiction studies at the University of New Hampshire, it has been an experience of a lifetime. As I described, life may be a great teacher, but I've experienced my share of excellent instruction at UNH as well. Faculty have challenged and encouraged me. My peers have been a source of inspiration. My advisor, Carrie, who nominated me for this honor, sees something in me, excuse me, in my story worth sharing. When I decided to go to college, I didn't know if the timing was right, if I would be capable of doing it, or if I would succeed. Like all of us here tonight, it took an incredible amount of determination, motivation, and countless hours of hard work. I'm unsure how many times I second-guessed myself and wanted to give up, but I was on a mission. And when you're on a mission, you move forward. I reminded myself that there is no failure unless you stop trying. And that's brought me to be with you today, achieving my diploma in front of my children and my family, who mean everything to me. Brian used to call me every morning, and I would always ask him how he was, and his answer would always be, "Loving life, Mom." I'm loving life, and I hope you all are too. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Jordan White has embraced learning and leadership throughout her college career. Graduating with honors, this ASL English interpreting major exemplifies the success that academic rigor and enthusiasm can bring. Jordan's passion for American Sign Language began at Manchester Community College, where she earned an associate's degree in liberal arts. She developed a deep appreciation for ASL and deaf culture through her language courses and decided to pursue her bachelor's in interpreting at UNH Manchester. As a student here, Jordan has seized every opportunity for real-world learning, from an internship at Beverly School for the Deaf, to field work with certified interpreters, to research on interpreting language variety in Black, deaf ASL users. She exemplifies a commitment to inclusivity and cultural understanding. Beyond academics, Jordan has been an integral part of campus life, serving as a peer leader, an orientation leader, actively engaging in ASL club activities, and contributing to student government. Inside and outside the classroom, she has built meaningful connections with peers, faculty, staff, interpreters, and the deaf community. Naturally gravitating toward people she can help, Jordan's goal is to become a psychologist and freelance ASL English interpreter. She'll take her passion, skills, and experience to NYU this fall, where she'll pursue a master's in counseling for mental health and wellness, and eventually a doctoral program in counseling psychology. Please welcome Jordan.
Good evening. Thank you, Dean DeSalle, for the wonderful introduction. I'm honored to address you this evening. I'm grateful for the support that I have today. My 103-year-old great-grandmother is here. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear, for being here today. I also want to thank my mother, sisters, aunts, friends, and my co-lead peer leader, Abby Gindren, for all of their support and guidance that has led me through my college journey. I want to tell you a story about my mother. In her early 20s, she set a goal to achieve her college education while raising her young child as a single mother. She had to make her way to class, hauling her school books and her child's belongings. When she couldn't find a babysitter, she had to bring her child to class, entertaining him while she paid attention in class. After putting her child to bed, she studied all hours of the night to pass her exams. The journey was not easy by any means. Despite these challenges, she graduated with her bachelor's degree, earning high honors, and then earned a second bachelor's degree. My mother's college journey taught me the important life lesson of perseverance and instilled a drive within me to achieve anything I set my mind to accomplish. Perseverance. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines the word as the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, or opposition. It's the inner strength that propels us through life's challenges, the grit that turns dreams into reality, and the unwavering determination that separates those who succeed from those who falter. In a world filled with uncertainties and obstacles, perseverance is the beacon that guides us through challenges. As a high school student, I performed well academically, but my SATs remained a struggle. Every time I sat to take the test, my body was filled with anxiety and doubt, and I received poor scores as a result. When I applied to college, I was rejected from all applied schools, leaving me feeling as though my entire world had fallen apart. Even though the rejection impacted my self-esteem, I knew I wanted my college education. Instead of giving up and changing my goal, I took the rejection as an opportunity to persevere. Over time, I enrolled in community college, graduated, and then transferred to UNH, where I started to find my voice and find my purpose in the world. In the beginning, I was afraid to make mistakes and step outside my comfort zone. But through the support of my professors, mentors, and peers, I quickly noticed the personal growth and change within myself. I grew into a leader on campus, guiding students onto their own path for academic success. I can say that every one of you graduating today has demonstrated perseverance. There was a reason why you applied to UNH. There was some passion, some idea, some dream that drove you every day until this moment where you receive your degree. With your dream in mind, you found a way to push through on the days you came to class after working all day, the long nights spent writing papers, the hours spent at your internship, and the study sessions that you had with friends as you studied before exams. Despite all challenges, you persevered, and I commend you for that. As you embark on this new chapter, remember that the journey ahead may be filled with twists and turns, victories, and setbacks. But with the knowledge, skills, and experiences gained during your time here, I'm confident that you will navigate these challenges with grace, courage, and resilience. Moving forward, I urge you to help others and not just yourself. Inspire those around you to achieve success as you navigate your own path in the world. Spread kindness to all, because you never know what someone is going through. I am the person I am today because of the people who came before me, the people who guided my steps. Today you earn your degree, and I encourage you to keep earning, keep achieving, and keep persevering. Lastly, I'd like to say a few words in ASL to the deaf community and interpreters who have supported me in my journey.
To the members of the New Hampshire and Massachusetts deaf communities, my professors, Dr. Dan Hoffman, Lori Schaffer, Karen O'Hicks, Amy Stevens, my mentors, my 12 cohorts, the students, thank you again so much for your teaching, your encouragement, your guidance. I do thank you for helping me get to my goals and everything that you have done for me.
Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2024, and thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. We will now continue with the recognition of our associate and bachelor degree candidates. Graduates, please follow the instructions of the faculty marshals and stand when they direct you.
Brian Paul Renays. Evelyn Grace Burnett. That's it. That was easy. Diana Rosa. Destiny Gazelle Amaneres. Jasmine Nicole Averes. Emma Anderson. Krista Apotolis. Rose Arista. Christine Ann Bouchon. Sarah Ann Ballard. Jacob M. Bancroft. Mumtuki Pisa Junior Bawani. Maharje Baskervali. Janelle Paquette. Colton Begood. Faith Bell. Mariah Beltz. Hope Bibolt. Michael Bird Suma. Gabrielle Bloomquist. Amanda Bloom. Jacob Richard Boldick. Theo Boldbeck. Alexis Bocavales. Samuel Bouchard. Maggie Jane Briggs. Mariah Brown. Kathleen Brunette. Sarah Birds Buckley. Erica Reed Longman Burgess. Jason Burpee. Sean Berwin. Maddie Buski. Melanie Marie Camello. Angie Albare Campos Untabaras. Jacob Carl Carson. Carrie Caron. Molly Caron. Logan Sensabala. Hudson Charles. Walter Sean. Gina Claremont. William Connor. Dylan James Conroy. Maria Cornell. Jessica Lynn Cote. Madison Ann Cresswell. Kendra Cunningham. Mala Rose Damari. Lauren Davis. Amarellas de Jesus. Sarah Elizabeth Dell. Sage Deffenbach. Peter Den. Mackenzie Brooke Dodge. Edward Janelle. Kara Doolin. Kelly Doobie. Tara Duffy. Shannon Duffy. Joshua Easel. Haley Elizabeth King. Tanya Edgerly. Ashanti La Ami. Nadine Amali. Adam Kenneth Faulkner. Caitlin Fotu. Jennifer Fioritino. Crystal Fontenue. Ellen Gagnon. Inauhisi Garcia. Tristan Jarvin. Abigail Gendron. Monique Gingras. Tatum Gobil. Blair Gomez. Michelle Leslie Goodyear. Jalen Goss. Alexa Gant. Jill Green. Samantha Grasu. Sarah Grosdenek. Kaylis Giro Rojas. Jessica Ann Harley. Samantha Harvey Dinan. Molly Sinclair Hatch. Sarah Rebecca Heatheman. Rhea Kitongan Hernandez. Shannon Hinton. Kristen Hedeman. Caitlin Hogan. Sierra Marie Holmes. Madison Hoyt. Shelby Humphrey. Kay Lynn. Lillian Jin. Lindy Wee Cherry. Ryan Johnson. Matthew Joseph Kafa-Chales. Samantha Lee Karam. Tanzella Khan. Cameron James Klein. Bhavana Kola Party. Trisha Ballback. Jesse Kopek. Aaron Nick Lagarona. Jaywin Lally. Carta LaForce. Elizabeth Lambert. Nina Levine. Jordan S. White. Laura LeBlanc. Samuel Alas Lowen. Sarah Elizabeth Little. Emily Longo. Kirsten Anne Marie Laurie. Daniel Lugie. Irvin Sin-Louis Jacques. Caitlin Nicole Lowry. Tama Lucy. Grant James Mangan. Laura Ingrassa Martins. Paul Patrick McCarthy. Brianne Lynn McKee. Darianne McCoy. Riley Nickel McCoy. Kaylee McKenzie. Caitlin Mendina. Robert James Menengus. Ashley Mercade. Virginia Pyle. Arjun Kumar. Catherine R. Merlino. Carmelina Minico. Ahid Manamed. Julie Manslave Kabaza. Brianna Morris. Kimberly Morris. Craig Anthony Moses. Safina Moss. Shionese Tino Muvagana Mayo. Ashley Barisun. Samuel N. Nadeau. Long Nujian. Caitlin Marie Nickerson. Jeremy M. Nimbelet. Fred Shimalamana. Megan Onesimo. Sophia Spiros Panorgese. Kenneth Pau Poquet. Nikki Patnode. Claire Patnod. Janessa Pila. Tony Pion. CJ Polishan. Tammy Elise Porter. Innocent Dagi Mana. Callie Rasheen. Sabrina Rami. Chase Rawson. Sierra Rentazir. Alexis Richard. Jelianas Riviera Rivera. Brian Trey Robbins. Colby Roberts. Benjamin Paul Robertson. James Rooney. Jonathan Rooney. Louise Rosado. Megan Ross. Andrew Sanborn. Amanda N. Santos. Zachary Sawyer. Matthew Dennis Senabaldi. Ishwar Senthanalthan. William Shattuck. Liam Shelley. Dennis Colette Marie Sherburne. Stephen Simononi. Joshua Smith. Jennifer Joan Smith. Luke Paul St. Cyr. Samantha Stachulski. Matthew Steinhauser. Patrice Stevens. Daniel Stowe. Alexander James Swanson. Ian Swenson. Topanga Tar. Joshua Tebow. Madison Thompson. Ishuva Tumalasana. Morgan Elliott Tomir. Reagan Tufo. Kathy Train. Gwendolyn Tupman. Ronick Vijay. Joseph Wagnu. Ashley Alson Wenning. Lindy Whitby. What is it? Lydia Whitby. Matthew Wilkins. Douglas Wilson. Janelle Ann Wilson. Matthew Winters. Laura Ospina. Robert James Wolniski. Paul Alexander Romp. Adam Sankowitz. Jessica Ann Wood. You're it? That's it. Caitlin Reed.
We learned in the last ceremony it's going to take 1 minute to get out and get those photos. So you're right.
Yeah. Voice of experience.
Yeah, and he goes one, but whatever. You work with what you got. that everybody? Yeah? Okay. And now for the conferral of degrees. Dean DeSalle, will you please present the candidates?
Will the faculty, class marshals, and candidates for the Associate's, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Professional Studies please rise? President Dean and Provost Jones, it is my pleasure and privilege to present to you the Associate and Bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Professional Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I am honored to confer upon each of you the appropriate associate's and bachelor's degrees with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the class marshals now lead our graduates in moving their tassels from the right to the left side of their mortar boards? Please be seated.
Next, we will continue with the recognition of the master's degree candidates. Graduates, please follow the instructions of the faculty marshals and stand when they direct you.
Amberly Smock. Matthew Woodworth. Gitajali Alam. Solange Ibeka. Samantha Almeida. Maria Bowen. Duncan Britton. Jacob Matthew Brown. Robert Carr. Angela Marie Chapman. William Thomas De Silva. Michael Dolan. Ethan Edwards. Taryn J. Fears. Tamara Foy. Deepika Gandhi. Michelle Lynn Grabowski. Anna Grimmard. Sriram Teja Elam. Amy Jones. Nikith Kaitalaparam. Kavya Kalavini. Jeremy Castle. Shima Karinijad. Dirad Kistapuram. Samantha Rose Napton. Brent Ladman. Dua Kazar. Brendan Lee. Emily Lemoyne. Stephen Lundgren. Lakshmi Prasanna Malampati. Amanda Mas. Gabriel Miwo. Vishnavi Mulakalapali. Vestine Musunara. Priya Vandana Nandali Shivpal. Megan Elise Nelson. Vincent Nguyen. Sandra Anbu Karama Inso. Hey. Elizabeth Palazzado. Tammy Provost. Christopher Puzo. Erica Quackenbush. Victoria Quinlan. Aya Wisam Rauf. Carrie Elizabeth Robinson. Priyanka Sawant. Alexandra M. Shack. Brandon Smith. Kelta Tabaku. Morgan Tewksbury. Sophia Thomas. Richard Francis Wiekert. I screwed up. Jennifer J. Woodside. Shadi Zamani. Arti Tawani. Akshada Samvanshi. Jacqueline Zindel.
And now, for the conferral of degrees, Dean Clyde, will you please present the candidates?
Will the faculty, class marshals, and candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Professional Studies please rise? President Dean and Provost Jones, it is my pleasure and privilege to present to you the master's degree candidates from the College of Professional Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I am honored to confer upon each of you the appropriate master's degree with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. I would now like to welcome back to the podium Dean Mike DeSalle, a member of the class of 1981. And I am pleased to present to Mike the newest UNH alumni, the graduates of the class of 2024.
Yes, 1981. Will all UNH alumni in the audience please stand? Not yet, not yet. Not quite. Graduates of the class of 2024, look around you. Today, your fellow Wildcats welcome you as new members of our alumni community. We are roughly 140,000 strong all around the world and are known for being gritty, innovative, resilient, and above all, kind and caring. Those are the skills you've honed during your time here, and they are the same skills you'll use to find professional and personal success. Your fellow Wildcats are here for you in that journey. You've now joined this special club of UNH alumni. All of us are cheering you on every step of the way. We know you are eager to make your mark in the world, and you should be excited about what's ahead. But remember, UNH will always be here for you. Whatever wherever life takes you, you'll soon realize, as we all did, that there's truly no place like UNH. So don't forget to come home and visit whenever you can. Congratulations, class of 2024, you did it. President Dean, at this time, I am pleased to induct graduates of the UNH class of 2024 into the University of New Hampshire Alumni Association. And again, congratulations, go Wildcats.
At this time, please rise and join us as the UNH Chamber Singers virtually lead us all in the singing of the alma mater. Thank you. You can once again be seated. Thank you. I encourage all of you to remember, share, and honor the story of your time at UNH. You will forever be a proud part of the UNH family. Thank you for giving us so much to celebrate today, and thank you to everyone who's come here to be part of this. At this time, as we close the ceremony, we ask that you remain in your seats while the platform party recesses and then follow the instructions of the faculty marshals. Congratulations again to each one of you, the class of 2024. Well done.